2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Jackson is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, they've got Antetokounmpo, Booker out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Brown, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
You know, guys, looking at Miller's career, he turned into a much better three-point shooter in the latter stages of his career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Anthony's shot is off. Giannis against Jackson. Giannis passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Ginobili, and the shot goes in.
Merciless drive by Ginobili. If there's a weakness in your defense, he'll find it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Brown. And a missed layup.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
Buries it down low.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Ginobili. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ginobili's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Brown. Drops in the layup for 2. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Brunson, a screen on Booker. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. And the 3 off target. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Outside Anthony. Here's Ginobili. Rejected by Booker. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Timeout. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here we go, fans. Let's get loud. For your
And the Clippers making a change here. Hero's checked in. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Knicks. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Anthony taking his time here. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Hero from long range bangs home the trifecta.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And Hero drops them both. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Knicks trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A 3 from McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Clippers leading by 5. Giannis outside. Wasted no time on that one. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama passes to McCollum. Shoots over Hero. Again, McCollum missing. McCollum against Antetokounmpo. And it's good for 2. 8 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to Denver. They've got Zach LaVine. He's out there with Devin Booker. Green is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Galloway in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Ginobili. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Now Ginobili. And no good. Nice D from Levine. And here's Booker. Outside, Bain. From outside, off the mark. Powell against Levine. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points in this one. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck. Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game.
Jalen Brown's checked in for Los Angeles. Girl comes in for Bain. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Hachimura. Both free throws good from Booker.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Timeout.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
And checking out the stats for C.J. McCollum. Last year, getting it done. He's averaged 20 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. Back to Jackson. Johnson for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
And here's McCollum following Jalen Brown's 3. Jackson set the pick here for McCollum. New York missing again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
They throw good, McCollum. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that Game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Here's McCollum. Knocks down the 10-footer. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Brown the pass to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 14. Now here's Ginobili. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Brown.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Green with a screen on Ginobili, and they call an illegal screen here. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Draymond Green is checked in for Booker.
Coming onto the floor for your coach, number 23, Draymond Green.
Johnson outside. And here's Brunson outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Brunson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining in that first half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Knicks with the rebound. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. Back to Anthony. And the lead is down inside single digits. Anthony's got 5.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Brown the pass to Giannis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the basket by McCollum.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giannis. Here's Brown. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Pass to Jackson. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, he's so tough to defend without fouling. Melo puts the defenders in tough spots.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Devin Booker in for LaVine. Then for the Knicks, Victor Wembanyama comes in for Johnson. And Ginobili subbed in for McCollum. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Anthony. Jackson trying to break free. Anthony's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. With the crossover, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Checking out New York. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And let's talk now about the first half in our game. Devin Booker been doing his thing.
There's a handful of guys that can go nuclear on any given night. And Booker, he's on that short list when he's locked in. Come on.
Yeah, one of the elite scorers in this game, and Booker's only getting better.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Wembanyama. Anthony out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ginobili in at the 2 guard. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Knicks trail by 9. You know, many see Brown as a scorer. But Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Now here's Anthony. He has 6. And it's off from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Zubac, a screen on Anthony. Here's Brown. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On the wing, Jackson. Ginobili kicks to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Outside Jackson. Anthony, the pass to Brunson. Shoots it. Buries the jump shot. Brunson's got 5.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. He's got 8.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Ginobili the pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Round kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Wembanyama against Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Zubac.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Levine's checked in for Los Angeles. Norman Powell's checked in for New York.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Zubac. Pass to Booker. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Anthony.
2 minutes remaining.
Anthony drawing the double team. Wembanyama sets a screen for Powell. Out to Anthony. Puts up a 3. And the Knicks miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Anthony against Levine. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the double up out of Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Brunson, and it's good off the back rim and in. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony dishes to Powell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Levine's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Low block shot on the way, and misses it off the right side of the rim. It's Powell with the drive. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers ahead. They lead by 12. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Tyler Hero out there with Zach LaVine. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Brown in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's McCollum. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Green missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
That's good from Anthony.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
top, Brown. Guarded by Powell. Brown the pass to Levine. Hero with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the three. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Anthony's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Green inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Brown outside. Green kicks to Hero. That three off the mark. Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Giddey. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Jackson from long range. New York, no good that time either. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Green with a screen on McCollum. Back to Levine from outside the arc. He can't hit that time.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
Here's Brown, and the layup falls. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Some nice passing by New York here. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. And Levine, here we go. Down low. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. He misses the free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Green. Devin Booker comes in for Zach LaVine. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Hero. And he sinks the second.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
It's Ginobili with the drive. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from 14. Good on the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 13.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, great communication there. Setting Anthony up beautifully for the big-time finish.
Booker against Ginobili. Booker, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, once he gets the ball in that close, you've already lost. Anthony will find a way to hurt you.
Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Anthony. Now, Booker, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Knicks trail by 9. Outside Anthony. 1:46 left in the fourth. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Pass to Anthony. The 10-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Zubats. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Giannis. Second chance shot. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Knicks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Wembanyama, a screen. Anthony kicks to Brunson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And here's Booker. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Anthony with it, now guarded by Booker. Ginobili, perfect on the shot, swishes it through.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Clippers have possession. 6-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
It's good from beyond the arc.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Jackson misses. so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. You'll be fine.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.